Okay, YouTube, making part 2 to my first video showing how to change your manual DC hitch over to a DC actuated automatic hitch. I have piece 1 and 2. I have those welded on solid to this shaft here on this side outside and this outside over here. I have piece number 5, which I told you you'd have to be the last one once you decide where your height, high and low you wanted to be would be located. I have it just tacked on at the time to show you how this works. I have the actuator straight up, straight down, so that it does not interfere with your center link, nor does it interfere with the side over here. I had to take and slightly bend this arm right here outward to make it miss, so that this does not interfere with this when it goes past. And it just gives it just enough clearance there to pass. So all you do is slightly bend this outward, that way, to make it clear. I also had to do 2 other slight alterations to it. These points right here, on the bottom here, right here, and right here, I just rounded them down just a little bit because I noticed when it went all the way down that it got real close to the top of the actuator right here, and you don't want them to hit because it'll tear your actuator up. Also, I'll show you some other alteration to this piece back here, number 5. That was telling you have to weld on last. I had to round the upper and lower corners so when it passes by the actuator here, it does not hit this black rod on the inside back here. And I will show you that misses as well. Alright, I'm going to operate it for you. I don't have my camera person here today, so I have to do this myself, so bear with me. What I'm doing now is I'm flipping the toggle switch to make it go up and down. That's in the full down position, right there. All right, I'm gonna also show you this that I wanted to show you, that this has got the clearance in here so that this does not hit or interfere here. Also, this piece number 5, I've got it slightly tacked on right here just to see if that is exactly where I need it. It is. So this piece here, I have rounded number 5 on my drawing. I'll show you that. Here's a drawing from my first video. There's piece number 5. That's a little short piece that goes in between piece 3 and piece 4. This right here is piece 3. This is piece 4. That's piece 5. This is number 1. This is number 2. These are to be welded on the shaft solid. These 2 here, 2 outsides, 1 and 2. You have this one here, which is piece 3 and piece 4. They float on this shaft right here, so do not weld them. I'll show you that now. As I pick up, you'll see. See how that floats? What makes it raise up and down is this piece hitting that bolt right here. See right here, watch right here. See it float? All right, now if I want to make it solid, put downward pressure, I'll take this bolt out, run it through this hole right here that you see in that tang. That will make it be solid down and up pressure. So therefore you can push a plow in the ground. All right, as I promised you, I will give you the link, or not the link, but I'll show you the actuator that I'm using, which is this actuator. All right, here's how you hook the actuator up on your tractor. You have the battery, which has a plus and a minus. you have a switch that has 6 poles on it. You'll notice the X in the middle, that's where it crosses them over so that you only have to make one hookup from your actuator. You'll take a hot, stick it on one side in the middle pole of the switch. The negative goes on the opposite side, middle pole of the switch. When you get down to the bottom, you have one wire comes off of one pole, goes to one wire of the actuator. It don't make a difference. If it's backwards, you have to rotate the wires to switch them. The other one goes to the other wire coming out of your switch, out of your actuator. You have 2 wires. You can use either one, either or. All right, there's your actuator. All right, I'm gonna open this box up. The company that this comes from is called Windy Nation. It's on eBay. All right, you'll need one switch. It's a 12 volt, 30 amp, momentary, on, off, on. That is very important that it be a momentary on, off, on. Toggle switch. The model number is TOG-MOM/4W. Okay, that's for your switch. It comes off of eBay. That is the item number for that switch on eBay is eBay item number 27331. Okay, next is your actuator. You will need one. eBay seller is called Windy Nation. It's a 12 volt DC 225 pound 4-inch stroke. The part number for that with Windy Nation is LIN/ACT/04. Here's the box I got it from. I got me 2 of them. I'm gonna put one on the front and one on the back. From Windy Nation Linear Actuators. Here's the information on the bottom of the box that I just read to you. Comes from eBay through Windy Nation. Okay, now I'm gonna take the actuator out and show you. This is the exact same part I got on here on the back right now. Here's your linear actuator. That is the exact same part as that. I'm gonna put them side by side. You can see. See, top same, the bottom's the same. The exact same actuator. I'm gonna put one on the front of my tractor and put one on the back. The front one's gonna be to raise up my snow blade on the front of my tractor, which I already have that already done as well. That's another project I got into. Okay, so like I say, of this drawing, you will have to alter part of piece number 5, which is that short link, which if you look on here, it's a short link right here. This is piece 3, piece 4. This is piece 5. Just round these outside corners. I cut 1/8 an inch off the front of it right here to make sure that it didn't hit down the front edge. This whole front edge right here, I took 1/8 inch off, made the hole closer to the edge here, and I rounded the corners on the top and the bottom of that piece. Now to show you how it works, in the float mode, see there? It raises up. This is in the float mode. If you want it in the float mode. If you want it to be solid, take this bolt out, run it through this hole as well as piece 2 and piece 3 through that hole. That will make it solid. It will put downward 225 pounds of pressure on your turning plow or whatever to push in the ground or your rear grading blade. As you can see, as I said, it does not interfere whatsoever with your center link. I do not have the factory center link. I bought this from Tractor Supply. It is a category 0 center link. It is the short version of the center link that they have. They have a short version, category 0, and a long version, category 0. I use the short version. So if anybody don't have one, go to Tractor Supply. I'll see if I can get you the information. It's going to be a little bit upside down here. There's your information off of that. Comes from Tractor Supply. Category 0 top link. Or any farming farming place will give it to you. Okay, here's your actuator sitting there. I'm gonna operate it again for you. Like I said, I don't have my cameraman here today, so bear with me a little bit, and I will show you it operating again. All I'm having to do is flip a toggle switch, which I don't have mounted on the dashboard. I'm going to mount it on the dashboard. That's in all the way up position. I will get a tape line and measure it and show you the max lift that I have on it. It's only a 4-inch actuator. From the floor, I've got 14 inches to this hitch here, which is a short hitch. It's not a long hitch. If it was a long hitch, it'd have about 17 inches height lift. I put the cinder block there to set this on so I could hold the tank number 5 right here to tack weld it on, because that's the furthest I want it to go down, is by a flat cinder block like that. I'm gonna lower it back down. And I'm gonna give you the downward, all the way down dimension, which if you have your full length arm on, it's gonna be out here, and it's gonna be somewhere around maybe 5-6 inches. The measurement of this one is 7 inches to the bottom of this arm right here. This is another project I did. I did a sleeve hitch adapter to go into a reese hitch like on your truck, so I can slide my ball and my reese hitch adapter off my vehicle in here and use it as well. That's another project I had going on. I'll show you the other project, which is, this is my tractor that I just purchased not too long ago. It's another one I got into. It was painted orange and white, and I did not like it orange and white. So I painted it red and white. I think it looks better. It's got new ag tires on the back, new front tires on the front, and my front blade. The front blade, as you can notice, there's an extra arm right here that comes up and goes over. My actuator will go on this yoke down to this point right here. It will be in between here, and I've already tried it on it, and it works well. It picks up the blade probably about 6 inches off the ground, and it also puts downward pressure, so if you need to push snow all the way down to your pavement, you can do so. If you need to hold it up a little bit to do a gravel drive, not to knock all your gravel at the driveway, it will do that as well. That's another project I got into. So here's another project. I got the old Tecumseh that originally come on here, and the old seat sitting right beside of it. Here's the old Tecumseh. It was a 12 horsepower Tecumseh that was on it. It was tired, it was smoking, I need to rebuild it. I just ain't got a chance to right now, so I decided to take another motor I had, which was this one. Well, that's a Kohler 12. Ain't a complete motor. It does run good, does not smoke. I'm gonna put that on the tractor later on. Right now, I decided to go with the one I did. One I went with is this one. But you can see the pulley and everything fit right on the motor. Everything fit great. I've got the hood off of it right now because I had some carburetor issues. And I ended up buying a brand new carburetor off of eBay. I got this carburetor, I think it was $14.95 off of eBay. Now it runs perfect. I'm inside my garage, so I don't want to start it up with the carbon monoxide. But that motor there is a Kohler Magnum 12. Anyone that knows this motor knows it's a Kohler 301. Kohler Magnum 12. It's got its own gas tank, as you can see. Everything comes self-contained. I had to cut these ears off, the pieces that come out like this that hold your gas tank and your battery. Move the battery tray, make another battery tray. I've got the battery tray and gas tank removed from it. I do not need them any longer. Here's my gas tank. I made me a new battery tray, put my battery in. Got it all wired up. Got everything working. Got me a new choke cable coming over to make that work. Up under here, I have a new throttle cable. All that works. I've got it hooked up right. It had an ignition switch here. I moved it to the rear to go back on the dashboard so it'd be like it's supposed to. This here was your choke. Little choke knob it had on it. I've got that rigged up now to where it works perfect. It's got the choke cable, new choke cable put on it. I just ordered and got in. I put that on it. The hood fits over it very well. I've got the hood setting up painted over there. I took it off. Like I said, everything fits right up on the hood. No notching of the hood. There's a complete hood on that side. And there's a complete hood on that side. There was no notching need to be done. The motor fit right up underneath the hood, as it should. You can see your belt alignment there. Belt alignment straight. It's not angled. And that's another project I got into. Just to give you a quick glimpse of another project I got into. It's sitting right outside. We'll walk outside. That's another project I got into. In the process of doing my last video that I done that I give no dimensions before this, which was 8 years ago, I had to move. We had to move to a new house. We had to move everything in. That's the reason why I hadn't got back with anyone on YouTube, and I'm sorry for that. But I've been enjoying this ride, been enjoying fixing it up. I put in a carport beside my garage. I put in the garage. I put in the concrete floor, the whole 9 yards. It's a little messy at the time. I do a lot of stuff in here and a lot of working on stuff, and I guess this is about it I can share with you. I've gave you all the information for your actuator. I've gave you the information for your hitch. I'll show you that this hitch that I made from a factory Sears hitch. There's your tag right there. From the factory Sears hitch. I just cut the handles off, which I have the handles over here. You can take these and throw them away. This went on like this right here. And I cut it right in the middle, pulled it out each side. Here's the hitch that I made. The way I made it, you have float. Have your float still left. Put this bolt through this tang, through that hole in the middle, and then it'll have downward pressure. Okay, I'm gonna operate it one more time for you, and that will conclude this video. I would like to thank all of you for watching. Hope this helps you out in making your manual hitch on a Sears tractor into an automatic hitch. Thank you.